I used to think conspiracy theories were fake and gay. Aliens actually being alive? Yeah, pretty fake and gay. Fucking 9/11 being an inside job? Yeah, that's pretty fake and gay. COVID, the stuff we did for COVID being for a loyalty test. What do you mean it's real? It's fucking real? Oh my god. Actually, that one might be a 50-50 because, yeah, it's just kind of out of context from the World Economic Forums. But then again, you can't trust people online about fucking COVID. Because we were all called conspiracy theorists. Because we were, like, following the right back in the day. Where people tried to say, oh no, COVID is not from China. Turns out it was from China. Oh no, it has no relation to bats. Turns out it has a relation to bats. Oh no, it wasn't in a lab. It was in a lab. How it got to humans, that is more kind of messy. I'm gonna be honest. So yeah, I'm going with the idea that, yes, COVID was a test of loyalty. Why are you talking about all these conspiracy theories? I thought this video was talking about shit that's currently happening. Because conspiracy theories are actually becoming true in real time. Oh my gosh, the rich elite are hanging out with pedophiles. Turns out that is true. We have Donald Trump and fucking Bill Clinton hanging out with goddamn Epstein. People will call you a conspiracy theorist for thinking, OMG, they have ties to pedophiles. But they do. Like, factually, you can't even fucking deny it. They factually have a connection to goddamn Jeffrey Epstein. Oh, let's go crazy. Let's go really crazy. Something you would have never really thought. Was Biden censoring every YouTuber that didn't politically agree with him? Oh my gosh, you probably would have said no. You probably would have said nah, that shit was never happening. Turns out that shit was happening. Oh my gosh. Turns out certain people don't like freedom of speech. Okay, since you usually come here for British shit nowadays, let's talk about British shit. Let's talk about Britannistan again. This will most likely dismantle, like, the fucking open borders are safer theory. Quite easily, actually. First, what we want to do is search up the Muslim Brotherhood. That's right, we're going to search up if the Muslim Brotherhood is identified as a terrorist group. And it turns out, yeah, it's considered a terrorist group, even by other Muslim countries. So, yeah, there we go. There's the terrorists. We're going to keep our eye on that. Now, let's look up which countries banned the fucking Muslim Brotherhood and identified them as terrorists. You see how the UK hasn't at all? And also specific areas in the world? Kind of crazy that a Muslim majority place can identify these fucks as terrorists, but the UK cannot. Let's add on the fact, like, 2025 has been the year that they've been letting, like, a fuck ton of these people come inside their country. 99% of them are fighting aged males, by the way. That is factually true, by the way. But yeah, 2025, a large majority of these people started coming into Britannistan. Like 40% of people are now named Muhammad in Britannistan. And the statistics say there's about a rape every hour. I'm pretty sure this is just London, but it still fucking stands. Rape, at least one rape per hour. What the actual fuck? This just proves that open borders do not work. But the biggest fraudsters in the rich elite of the Labour Party will tell you, it's the safest place in the world. You literally have a terrorist organization that is identified as a terrorist organization in the UK roaming around, committing crimes. Hell, you can just search up a video of London and you'll see someone committing a fucking felony. Like, seriously, who are these fraudsters doing? If you want to sue someone for spreading misinformation, the mayor of London, pretty good target. Okay, let's get back to the land where everybody wants to titty suck from, even though they say they don't. America. People will call me a conspiracy theory for this, but hear me out. All these protests are fake as shit. Yeah, it's pretty obvious that they're getting paid to be like, we fight against ICE. We're going to go to Minneapolis. Wonder how there's so many people in one city. I really wonder how. They can't be getting paid or anything. But yeah, I believe they're getting paid. Fuck you. Think about it. The Democrats are currently getting exposed for letting international fraud happen. Apparently, this is way worse than shagging your brother to stay in a country you hate. But whatever, let's keep going. They're back to a wall. What do they need? They need an excuse to protest. Where are they going to protest today? ICE. ICE. Why? Because they killed someone trying to run them over. We don't have enough people to protest. How are we going to get those people? We're going to get them to come to the city. We're going to pay them to come to the city. Which actually makes sense to distract from the fact that you're committing international fraud. But wait, people are getting tired. What do? Make a martyr. Another martyr that recently died. Cool. How are we going to advertise him? He looks ugly as shit. He looks like a Jew. Make him less like a Jew. On a real note, he looks like a stereotypical Jew. Those like racist caricatures of a Jew, more specifically. Oh boy, we aren't done yet. Second, we need to get celebrities on our side. May that be blackmail, money, or whatever the fuck. We just need them to keep promoting the fuck ICE shit so we can get away with fraud so we don't end up in fucking prison. But on a genuine note, when a fucking celebrity says shit like fuck ICE or we need to save the environment, they're usually fucking bullshit. They just want to look good in front of the right crowd so they can get extra money. Let's be realistic here. They're always money hungry, and they do not actually give a shit about any movement. Oh no. The whales are getting eepy, guys. The whales are getting eepy. What do we do? How do we distract from the fraud? I know, fake an attack on the brother Shager. The alleged brother Shager. But still, fake the attack, and hopefully the whales wake up.
Face impeachment. I don't know.
You absolutely cannot convince me this shit was actually real. OMG, a man pulling out a suspicious thing and then shoots Ilhan Omar, which had enough time for her bodyguards to attack him at any time, by the way. You're telling me this is totally real and not clickbait? Are you fucking retarded or some shit? At any time, the bodyguard could have done quite literally anything. Bodyguard, security, whatever. He was literally in front of Ilhan Omar, which security would be around. You're telling me they waited till the guy shot whatever liquid. Yeah, this is the fakest shit I have ever seen from a political party. But yeah, if you're wondering, no, I do not like certain people from ICE. Do I think ICE as a whole is a bad thing? Not really. But these people rather scream, ICE, 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 instead of look at places like the UK where they don't have ICE and everything is fucked. Thanks to the government. ICE does serve a purpose, but at the same time some people in it do need to be removed. Like the dog shooter. But anyways, yeah, I do believe these fuck ICE type of shit is really distracting from actual problems like the fucking fraud in Minnesota and the Democrats letting this shit happen. But yeah, it's kind of funny that people are falling for the bait. Hook, line, and sinker. Like, seriously, how do you fall for something this fucking obvious? And of course, when people fall for shit like this, they destroy cities like they did George Floyd. I feel no empathy for either situation. Yeah, sure, George Floyd brought up, police brutality and all that shit. But the motherfucker was a fentanyl addict. He left his kids for drugs. Renee Good tried to run over a fucking ICE officer. The recent martyr that they unjewed, yeah, I feel bad for him. In my personal opinion, I don't think he should have been shot, honestly. But then again, this is the fucking bait. Oh, gee, ICE shot this guy. They're repeating and repeating and repeating, keeping people unaware about the fraud, and people just keep getting the bait, getting the bait, getting the bait. Like, they don't actually fucking care. Like, the political leaders on the Democratic Party saying they care, they actually don't give a fuck who dies and who doesn't. As long as they get away with fraud and letting fraud happen and also stealing taxpayer money. Anyways, since we're rambling about Democrats, gotta love how they're like, everybody's free on stolen land, dummy. Dumb. Yes, and guess who stole the land? It wasn't white colonizers. It was different tribes stealing each other's shit and killing each other. Whoever was the fucking strongest took the land. And then white colonizers proved that they were the strongest. So, objectively, even by the logic of, people of the past before white colonizers came, the strongest always took the most land. Didn't matter if you're white, native, or not. Motherfuckers was stealing land before white people came here, and then white people came here and stole the land. To put simply, this land was always fucking stolen, made by the tiny fucking group of people that were here before white people, or the white people that came here. Either way, the land was always stolen by somebody. People might bring up, what about the culture? The culture is destroyed. You know how many tribes there were, and how many tribes killed each other and destroyed each other's cultures? A fuck ton. I'm not going to count because there's probably like fucking billions. But yes, they also destroyed each other's cultures and shit. And then there's people like, since you're not from the land, you should be deported somewhere else. So to Europe. So basically, every white motherfucker should go to Europe. A land that is currently being stolen, by the way. If you like it or not, actively being stolen by terrorists. And also, it's kind of crazy how they want to bitch about, what about the natives here? And then instantly want to replace natives with everybody coming into the border. Ain't that fucking crazy? Anyways, I'll see y'all later.